Hello everybody, this week I'm delighted to be in the apprenticeship block down in the M block, and who better to link in with but Kevin McGlynn, our technician there. Kevin, you're very welcome. Tell us a little bit about
Thank you very
your
much,
job.
Una. I'm Kevin McGlynn. I'm a technician here looking after the electrical apprentices along with Eamon Comerford and Vincent O'Connor. Eamon's been here quite a while, myself and Vincent are relatively new. And every 3 months, 192 electrical apprentices, never mind the rest, come through here. And we more or less look after the apprentices and look after the lecturers, which we have quite a few at the moment as well. And we have a great, we all get on very well together. We look after each other. We have in common that we're all started as electricians, apprentices, as you know yourself, coming from that background, Una. And it's very interesting. There's always something new, something changing, curriculum changing, updates. And we just do our best to keep the place well for all the apprentices. And we're looking forward now to the next. We have another 192 arriving early April. So we're in the background now trying to get everything in. Yesterday we had a big delivery in. We were flat out sorting it, putting it away, getting ready. It's background work.
Well, isn't that fantastic? And we're standing in your new storeroom right beside the new workshop that was only put in place last year because we were asked to increase our capacity in electrical. So show us around, and I know you still want to work on it, but tell us a little bit what
Absolutely. We keep all the components here that the students need, and you can see now we're working out of cardboard boxes still. There's nothing wrong with that, but we just haven't. We've been so busy, and most important thing for us is the students, get them through here, look after them most importantly, and we'll work on we'll eventually get there with our store come workshop. We have to get access here into the workshop, we have to move things, get benches, vices set up, but that's what we do, that we take care of all that there.
Just give us an example, because not everybody will be familiar. So for one of the workshop classes, they might be working on a board on a carousel, and what do you do to give them to get started? Just give us an example of one of them.
Yeah, well, you would have, on a morning here, 32 students will arrive in, 2 lecturers along with them, and we'll try and have everything ready for them. We'll have an idea what they need. We have 4 different types of boards out there. They all have their own individual board that they do their motor control on. And they have it's like a miniature factory. They wire up motors and controls, programmable logic controllers, variable speed drives, stuff like this. Yeah, that's more downstairs. Up here is a little more basic, very slightly more basic with contactors. They wire this all up and it simulates like a factory, and they practice this under the guidance of their lecturers. Myself, Vincent, Eamon are in the background, making sure that they have all their stock. We have it in on time. We have it to give out to them, and the students will be here for a full day. It's intense. They'll do 10 hours on a go, 8 hours one day, 2 hours somewhere else to link in. And they will be very busy while they're here. From start to finish, they're busy.
What amazed me, and you're very active with buying all the materials on Aggressive to make sure they're in place. But if we just have a look here, and Caroline's our photographer, if we just look at all the wires, so you're cutting loads of lengths of wires for the students, the apprentices, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. The smaller stuff we give it out to them, and we set it up along the carousels. We have little rollers out there for them to access and stuff. We make sure they have it all out there. The bigger stuff then, when they do a different distribution thing, we cut it up for them just to stop waste, and that they know what they get the amount to do the job. And then there's different variations in the size of cable. I mean, this is the small stuff. Underneath at the back we have 70 square, which is like a 2-person job to even move 1 roll of it. Whereas this, you can carry several rolls with you. All the different colours for the different phases. Brown, black, grey for your 3-phase. Blue for your neutral. All your different wires. You have your different types of cable. Most important, your earth wire. That has to be there.
Fantastic. And any of us that have built a house or have looked underneath the bonnet of the car, we all know the amount of wiring that goes on there, so it's so important, and nearly everything we touch nowadays is electrical. So we're seeing a huge increase on the number of apprentices coming through here, aren't we? And what, when you speak to the apprentices, where are they mostly doing their apprenticeship with? What kind of company?
Yeah, it's even though, as I says, it's maybe 40 years on since I was an apprentice, but you still get the same buzz. Stop. You still get the same buzz. And you feel from them and where they work. Some of them work with DSB, some work with big contractors, some work with small contractors, but an awful lot of them now seem to work in industry and work for larger employers. A lot of them work up in Intel. We're all here at Intel now. What's going on? A lot of them are in there wiring, doing containment, which is like putting the, if you look up, but this was a brand new wired here. It was Firm Engineering from Donegal Town. Did this for us and did a fine job. So all that, and it's not just the cables, it's all the groundwork that has to be done. And they started off in phase 2, which they do phase 2 around the corner here. In
the ETB.
In the ETB. And they would start off on the more basic stuff, obviously, until they get in there. So they would be doing the trunking, lidding, stuff like that. They're doing all that. And then they progress as they learn, as they progress with their paperwork and picking up and stuff like that there. They then move on and they get more developed as they go along. And it's great to see them come in to help them along and try and help them solve their problems, you know, and give them a helping hand here and there. Some people just need that, a bit of encouragement, and always try and be happy. Try and be happy for them.
Kevin, and I must say that about you because, anytime I see you, the smile on your face, I can just imagine the apprentices appreciate that support that you can give them when they're working here. And I know you worked with us on the PPE project during COVID,
Yes.
which was fantastic. So I just wanted to finish up, Kevin, by asking you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh yeah, well, I'm from Donegal Town. I'm married to Mairead. She's from Grange here in Sligo. So I've been around Sligo for a long, long time. I worked previously in Sligo. I have 3 children. I have 4 grandchildren. I'm a very happy man.
Fantastic.
Very good.
Kevin, thanks for being my guest this week.
Thank you very much for calling over to us, Una.
Cheers.